He's over.
Oh,
So last year,
like Prim's over O'Reilly.
Doing it.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I'll be on good behaviour.
Already here for game one of the season.
Yeah.
Co-commentator Mike Kovac just having a gas bag in the background, kind of his usual thing, leaving me on my own. Can't go live because despite all of our best efforts, we've had like about 20 people in a club of 100 actually subscribe to the channel. So hopefully within the coming weeks we can actually go live with these games. But in the meantime, here at Caribbean Park, Unsworth on the shore, ready for North Shore versus Central in the 19s competition. Mike Kovac, good to have you back with me again.
Oh, it's good to be here, Roy. It's lovely to be at a baseball park. Although been watching a lot of baseball this week and the last, all off season, the MLB, and what a great outcome that was this year.
Just going to test this button here to mute the commentary. So if Mike starts going on about his Dodgers too much, we'll just go without commentary for a while and he can just talk to himself. He does tend to enjoy that, especially when talking about his Dodgers. He doesn't need to have anybody else in the room. He won't stop.
Correct.
So just getting the formalities out of the way here. We'll be trying to do our best to bring you a few different shots.
It looks like we're going to have Liam Chopper Hayes up first.
When did this nickname Chopper come about, Mike? This is a new one to me.
This is his new name for the year because he's going to chop them all out the park.
He's going to chop them out of the park. Liam Chopper Hay, apparently. Looks like it's going to be... is that Riley Howie we've got on the mound there? No, it's not. Riley looks like he's at third. I couldn't tell. I've got Liam Hay in front of me. Who is this? Who is this pitching, Liam?
It is Riley.
Oh, that's not Riley at third. I just saw the back and thought that looked like Riley at third.
I was just thinking I said hi Riley to the wrong person just before.
As you can tell, we don't have a team sheet. We were promised it by the scorers, but the scorers got a lot to do. They didn't get much of a pre-season in. You might find we're going to have Yuto Suzuki in the leadoff spot. 9 in his game. TP coach here just confirming.
Oh, here we go.
As usual, he's all over it.
Here. Okay, so line up for Central City today. We have Suzuki Yuto, Liam Hay, Felix.
Yuto Suzuki.
Okay, I'm going to just say first names, eh?
Yeah.
Felix, and then we have Brandon, Alex, Oliver, Jackson, Ziggy, Blake on the mound, and Cyril, Danesh, Max, Vic, and Wade on the bench to start. for North Shore, we have Corbin, Hurley, Josh, Jack, Cormac, Thomas, Riley, Cash, Leo. And here we go.
First pitch of the season.
Foul ball to start.
Yuto there showing what we know about the Central team. Aggression in the box. Swing the bat. They're not here just to have a look. They're here to take part in this game.
Nice take. 1-1.
Yuto looking good in the box. See a shot here. Just Coach Jeremy there. Looking in. Giving a few signals to his batter in the box. Yuto looking strong.
Nice ping
Big
there
cut.
by Yuto, and that is a safe single base hit.
It's like first hit of the season. First batter of the season.
Great start.
I'll be honest, we expect a bit of this from the Central team.
I must say we have some relatively strong batters in our lineup there.
Mike, they talk a lot about line-up construction, talk about thunder and lightning. It's been said about the Central team and it's nothing but thunder.
Nothing but thunder, eh? And it looks like Lightning stealing to second there. Beautiful. Could have possibly gotten to third there.
Saw the play there, Jack Rust, catcher here for North Shore. Wild pitch, but he was on it and potentially even had a chance to throw Yuto out at second. Jack, known for having a strong arm behind the dish.
Here's Liam here. Nice lead on second base. Yeah. Nice take there by Liam Hayes.
Jack Rust doing some good work behind the dish. He's a kid that's not afraid of some hard work, Kovic.
That's correct. I would agree there.
What you're seeing here is a pitcher that knows who he's up against, and quite frankly, I'm not sure I would throw one down the middle to Liam Hay either.
Yeah, we have a 3-0 count here.
That ball could disappear in a hurry.
Oh, and as Roy says that, we get a home run here. 2-run home run by Liam Chopper Hayes.
He has put that out of the park.
Hey Liam, just that way a bit next time. Too much, bro. What a great start for Central City there.
Bit of excitement there, Mike Kovic.
Two batters up and both of them back in the dugout to have a rest after they've scored.
Well, they talk about a hitter's count, and that's what Liam got himself into, and there was no holding back with that swing. That was a big cut.
We have Felix up now to bat, and he's hit one out there too to centre field. That's caught out at centre.
Who we got playing centre field there, Mike?
We have centre field.
A little bit of a test for Mike because they actually write down the number of the position here. They don't put CF and
Thomas Penny there. Sorry, that's our lineup.
No, that's not.
Jackson.
No, I think you'll find that Thomas Penny is their centre fielder because that would be for North Shore.
Correct.
It'd be a very good effort for our centre fielder to catch out our batter.
Reading was never my forte. Swinging out a low pitch there.
Brandon won't be happy with himself there. Brandon's amped up after seeing that big shot from Liam Hay.
Yeah, take that. Oh.
Absolute tank from Liam Hay, and Brandon, he'll be looking to do the same.
I just want to get in the batter's box. Little one can do it for you. Yeah, here he goes. Up to bat now we have Alex Kovic, 42, big number to wear on the back there.
You know anything about this batter, Mike? Is there anything you can tell us about this Kovic kid?
Yeah, this old man's a bit of a legend there.
I'm going to be using that mute button again.
We may have to use the mute button. We've got Devon Weaver's just pulled up a pew next to us here, and he has a bit of a mouth like mine.
I don't think anybody has a mouth like yours, Kovac, but...
Let's go, boy. Hard luck, bro. Shake it off.
Kovac there, not looking happy with himself. He's got to understand, this is his first at bat of the season. It's a long season.
And we scored 2 runs in the first innings. That's a good start from our Central City boys there.
I'd call that a great start.
Great start,
no
yes.
doubter from Liam Hay, putting one over the fence here. We'll say the wind's blowing out to left field. Quite often you come here and it's a big wind blowing in, but not today, and Liam took advantage of that.
He's on, but you know,
I chose not to.
yeah, he gets a punter prize for that though.
So Mike, interesting question for you here. Did you see anybody out there picking up that home run ball? Has anybody gone and done the job for Liam, get that one authenticated? Pry it out of the fan's hand?
There was.
You'd know all about that.
Black Labrador I seen running off into the distance after that. For the North Shore team now, we have lead-off Corbin McKinley, and then we have Hurley Wong up after that. Dan is a bit of a legend there. You're the one that you were trying to hit the centre, right?
Yeah, bro, it's gone behind me.
And this season we have had Dan Tan come back from Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong, Roy.
Well, he's been a bit of a baseball nomad actually. He's been many places around the world, but you're absolutely right. His last stop was in Canada.
He's come back to be a part of Central City Baseball this year. Coaching, development, and all the rest of the good stuff he can bring to our club.
What a great addition it is to this club, having a coach like Dan Tan here.
Okay, Corbin up to bat. Nice pitch there by Blake.
Yes, Blake Percy, of course, transferred to Central this season. Comes from the thriving metropolis of Tauranga, where unfortunately they don't have a competition for his age grade. Of course, he is one of the leading players of our New Zealand under-18s team. Father Miles, very happy to be making the small trip from Tauranga up to War
City of
Memorial
Sails.
Park.
We have a 1-1 count now.
A couple of times a week he makes that trip. Just around the corner, says Miles. What you do for your kids, eh? Blake looking a bit pumped up here, maybe overthrowing a little bit. First outing of the season.
Nice piece there by Corbin, and it is out there. He's taking second, and he will be holding up at 2 there. But nice piece there by Corbin McKinley.
Stand up double for Corbin. He'll be very happy with that.
It's a little bit like the Major League these days. Once they get a hit, they've got to take all their gloves and protective gear off and put their sliding mitts on. It pauses the game for, you know.
It's priceless coming from you, Mike. I know that you're a big fan of all of the gears.
I wear no protective gear whatsoever.
Wow. Only need protect.
Nothing to protect.
Well said, Devon. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
So the game to be at this weekend though will be kicking off at Central City 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. The Big Guns, 3-year running champs,
Like the
the
fact,
Renegades.
like the fact that Mike is starting the game half an hour before everybody else, but that's not actually unusual with this guy.
First there, last to leave. Unless the Dodgers are playing. Okay, we've got a 3-0 count, yeah.
See Hurley Wong here in the box. Now this is a guy who, much like Liam Hay, in a hitter's count like this, he could do some serious damage. Blake Percy, a little bit disappointed with himself here, just overthrowing a bit, struggling to find the zone.
Just needs to settle into the game.
See there, Coach Matty Fegan. Very predictable with those signals. I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anybody what happens here. Possibly needs a little more work on his coaching over there in the third base box, young Matty Fegan. Probably could do with learning a few tricks from his brother Vinny. And painful situation there. Blake Percy doing a great job of having the runner picked off, Hurley Wong. And then overthrow. Liam Hay throwing it back to second, and over the head, and a run scores. Hurley moves into second.
At bat right now. Let's go Central. Perch there by Blake.
Blake just needs to settle down here.
Flew past him.
He knows he's good enough to be like going through this lineup like a buzzsaw. Calm it down, find his pitches.
Blake stepping off just to keep the runner in check there a little bit.
See Josh in there. Taking that one outside. 2 ball, 1 strike count.
Great pitch by Blake there.
I've got to say, if he can just find his location here, it really does look like he's got too much. Just getting himself behind in the count, putting himself in trouble. Bit of a velo grunt on that pitch.
Yeah, you gotta love a bit of that. I'm a big fan of that. It shows that they're putting maximum effort into it.
So obviously new facility here, Mike. What are you thinking about this park?
Well, having played on it a number of times already, I think it's a great diamond, great venue. Sunny North Shore. It's not too bad at all.
Obviously a bit of a prime location, and bringing in the crowds today. I think I can count at least 20, maybe 25 people here watching this game.
And it's a much nicer drive than heading over towards Howick.
Real tough spot there. I'll be honest, if we put the pitch cast overlay up on this one, we might find that one just did catch bottom corner of the zone, but first game for umpires as well. Not easy.
They've got options here now, Central, if they if North Shore hits here. Runners on 1 and 2. And we have 57 Jack Rust in the box.
Jack Rust obviously hails from Orewa, plays for the Prems team up there, but they don't have a 19s team, so he's a lone player down here for North Shore. And I've got to say, North Shore will be very happy to have him. Hitting the power spot of the lineup, number 4.
There's great work in there as a catcher as well. The batters count here, 3-0.
3-0 count, that brings back memories.
Now,
Top of this innings, 3-0 count to Liam Hay.
Correct me if I'm wrong there, Roy, but in the Major League they somewhat frown upon swinging on a 3-0 count.
Well, I'm glad you said correct me if you're wrong, because
you always will.
I'll happily correct you. The key is, if you're going to swing, do what Jack Rust did just there. Do what Liam Hay did earlier. If you're going to swing, give it everything. Oftentimes what you will find is the pitcher will throw just a bit of a get-me-over fastball on that sort of account.
So we have a full count now. Blake's brought it back.
Better bring it back, let's go.
Still 0 outs.
Yeah, tough spot. First outing of the season for Blake.
In saying that, they've been playing a lot of baseball. Just not regular season baseball. We've got loaded bags now. With Cormac Patras up to bat. Or aka Other Riley.
And here we go. I think this was predictable. Seeing Dan Tan coming out to the pitcher's mound.
Settle him down a little bit.
Yeah, you're right, sir.
Dan, geez, he'll be remembering the days when he walked out to the pitcher's mound and looked down at the pitcher. Those days are gone. He's looking up quite a way to Blake Percy here. What do you think you'll be saying to him here, Mike?
I think he'll just be wanting him to just calm down a little bit, breathe, and just, throw some strikes and, again, mostly probably relax.
From your years of experience on the pitcher's mound, does that work? A little bit of advice come your way and suddenly you can throw strikes?
In all fairness, in any avenues of my life, being told to calm down and breathe does not work for me very well. It maybe makes me a little more pressurised.
Yeah, just looking over at the executive boxes here, and I see Eve Kovic sitting there just nodding her head vigorously to that, saying that Mike Kovic and calm are two words that just don't go together.
That is correct. There's nothing calm about Mike Kovic.
There is something calm about Blake Percy here. Those words of inspiration from Dan Tan. 2 straight strikes.
Oh, and that was close as well.
That was a good spot. 2-strike count. If you're going to miss, missing where he did just then is the way to go.
Nice pitch there by Blake. Here's our first out. Still loaded bags. If Blake can get out of this, it'll be a bloody great inning for him.
It's like North Shore centre fielder up to bat now, Thomas Penny. I'm assuming centre fielder. Mike did call that earlier, but as he said, reading, not one of his strong points.
And strike one there. Swinging at the high pitch there. Loaded bags, 1 down. And a great pitch there by Blake. I think, like you said, Roy, that mound visit, he's just taken a breath, taken a minute and reset. Now he's thrown the hard strikes there. A great pitch there. That'll be what, turn two? Is it turn two?
So just noticing here, Mike, Central City's catcher, Brandon, got that little pinky finger taped up. Anything you can tell us? You're obviously close to the team, close to the trainer's box. Another strikeout there.
Might have to go with no comment on that one.
Oh, well, we'll see if Mike can get us some inside word on that later on, but
I believe there's a number of finger injuries in the Central City club right now.
I think we'll just move on from that because...
because that could go down.
So Blake, obviously, one run was in, loaded bases, no one out, and then he's just come out, struck out the two batters straight after Dan Tan's mound visit.
Riley Howie in the batter's box here. And that's two on him.
Yeah, tough matchup here for Riley, obviously left-handed batter. Not often he'll face a left-handed pitcher. Blake should have the advantage here. Just got a piece of that.
That a boy, Blake.
Riley back up the middle. That could score two. We've got an error out there.
Yeah. Got the out at two. Trying to steal to two with a lot of other runners going on there. Just got caught out going to two there.
Bit of a chaotic play. It's a single to Riley Howie. Drove in 2 runs. North Shore take the lead. But as you say, bit of a interesting decision there, trying to take the extra base.
So that makes it 3-2 North Shore.
You said maths wasn't your strong point, but you've come through there.
The Red Bulls are starting to kick in and the bladder's not feeling so great.
So still sore.
So we're going to have, when we get back there, we're going to have Oliver up to bat. Jackson, Ziggy, then
Hey
Blake.
mate, how are you?
How you doing? Pretty good, man. You guys look really nice this year.
Yeah, they should be good, eh?
Yeah, looks really nice. Enough talent?
Just Blake just needs a better pitching coach, eh?
Yeah.
No, he was just a bit amped up, eh? Just overthrowing early on.
I think he's just like trying too much.
Yeah.
Especially on the mound. So yeah. And also I feel like he's like a lack of like activation for the body wise.
Once he calmed down, he looked way better.
He have a stop, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Bullets to second now.
oh, you guys brought away the game. How cool is it?
We
Central City Sports Network.
Oh, is it?
our 3 different camera angles.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, that's so cool.
Does live scoring, like you can put the score and everything up on there.
Oh, so put on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We can put up our little score.
Oh.
Go Oliver.
We can do a little picture-in-picture if we want.
Oh wow. Actually,
Are you Oliver?
I like it.
Yeah, let's just try to do something to get more people interested, right?
Yeah. That's what we need, actually.
The good bit is you're currently doing the commentary as well.
I mean, you know, that's pressure. Oh, wow, that's good.
Are you Oliver?
So what are we at here, Mike? Top of the second?
Yep. And we have 2 balls. Top of the second.
North Shore up 3-2. We would give you professional commentary, but we'll settle for what you get.
We have a 3-0 count here now.
So as a pitching coach, what do you think about them using metal bats in 19s now?
Oliver walked to first. Now we have Jackson up.
Kind of,
Yeah, I mean,
it's a bit mean on pitches, eh?
yeah. I'm not really actually. You know, I'm actually yeah. But yeah, I think this swing looks really sharp and yeah, looking really nice.
Strike 1 there, Paul.
Nice seeing the amount of decent pitches we're starting to develop. Like, he's pitching pretty well, eh, O'Reilly?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can throw
Yeah!
really quickly.
Go, Ollie! Yeah.
Rainsy got held up. That was the right call.
Oh, out. Okay, so Oliver to 3 from first to 3 on the hit. Error from shortstop, and then Jackson got caught stealing to 2.
I'll just
So 1 down.
I'll just give you one slight correction there because
Wasn't stealing.
I see Hurley Wong at shortstop will be shedding a tear if people think it was his error. It was third baseman tipped off the glove.
Sorry, correct. Yeah.
Big pop up here.
2 down the fly ball caught by Yuto, is it? Did you say?
So when North Shore's in the field, it's caught by somebody on the North Shore side. There's a good cut there from Ziggy, popped it up, but he'll be happy with himself making contact.
Whoever wrote the team list, poor handwriting. Sorry, reading and math is not my strong point.
So Cormac is the third baseman from North Shore. What you have to go off here, Kovac, is their numbers, see? So third base is number 5.
Correct, Roy.
And it's third base on the North Shore team would be the North Shore guy that made that catch. And he'll feel a little bit better after making that error that earlier allowed shortstop caught it.
Yeah, came over and called him off.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that was Hurley Wong that came and made that play. I was a little bit preoccupied on the technical booth there, and it was Mike Kovac claiming third baseman. Blake Percy here looking to do himself a favour. Base hit here would score a run.
Yeah.
Full count, what's going to give here? Blake Percy, you've got to be looking for his pitch. And that's down the line. That'll score a run.
Nice drive down third base there. Scores Oliver. Going to 2. Nice double piece down third there.
Look at him pumped
Nice
up there on
work.
third base.
Central City dugouts getting loud now.
And for good reason, Mike. That ties the game up, 3-3.
Yeah, and now we've got a timeout here. And change of pitcher here.
Yeah,
Oh, this boy played for Central.
early in the season, obviously coaches looking after their pitchers' arms.
Zach Jones coming on.
Matty Fegan, obviously one of the better coaches we've got in this part of the world. He knows all about looking after his pitches.
Hey, mate.
And you're absolutely right, Mike. It is Zach Jones.
Former Central.
Played for Central a
player.
few years ago now. I think he last played for Central back in under 13s level, maybe. He was a loan player, I believe, for West City last year in the 16s grade.
Lone player.
He was a loan player,
Oh,
yes.
L-O-A.
That L-O-A-N. There has to be that N at the end. It's
I
not.
thought you meant L-O-N-E.
No, he wasn't the loan player for them.
I will be back. You want to try, mate?
I keep my thoughts to myself.
Some would say that'd be a first, but. And we're going to be round to the top of the lineup again for Central. Yuto here, knowing if he can find a way to get on, he's got the big bat of Liam Hay straight after him. Seeing here, conversation, three of the Central batters getting together. Trying to listen in on a little bit on what they're saying. It's Yuto Suzuki stepping into the plate. Yuto, I think, playing shortstop in this game. Big cut on that one. You see there this customary dancing around from Blake Percy out there. Really, he does look to do anything he can to put that picture off.
Oh, wow. Serious.
It is serious, Brandon. Brandon, you like a little bit of guest commentary? 2 down, Brandon the catcher, thinking about coming in as a guest commentator. Another good swing from Yuto. Yuto looking good here. Flip side of that, of course, is Zach is ahead in the count. He's throwing strikes. I think I just saw Liam Hay there saying, I hope he throws me a strike, because it's gone, pal. Good take there from Yuto. I might just need a slight adjustment on that camera. Just catching a little bit of the fence at the moment.
So you're the only one that had sort of dominance over the...
Oh, we're up to 40. Blake easily taking third base on that one.
And again, Liam.
Fantastic advice there from Mike, because it's so easy. Just do it again. Just hit another home run for us. Come on, pal. How hard can it be?
And we are score. Yeah, that was out. Unfortunately, he slid early and just come up short. This far shy, eh? He's about 5 inches shy of the plate there.
Wow.
It was a nice throw in.
You don't
though.
see that every day. Looked like he was home easily, but as Kovac is saying here, he just came up a little bit short.
I think I may have done that once or twice last season, to be fair.
Yeah, I do remember Eve saying that you've come up short a few times. sliding into the plate. I'm talking about, of course, Mike.
Of course. Third. Winners move better. We've got at least 3 guys that can catch, so it's good. But Alex this year wants to do a bit of pitching and focus a little bit on third base as well. Still talking in my commentary voice. I'll get to the shop and be like, hey there.
Interesting. When Mike says he's got a commentary voice, what he actually means is the voice that doesn't swear every second word. Other than that, it actually just sounds like your normal voice, Mike.
Okay. I'll
just
take it.
so you know.
I'll take it.
Here we go, bottom of the second. It's like Cash Taliaferro up to bat. You grabbing the score sheet just to confirm what I already said. Cash Taliaferro.
Certainly is correct there, Roy. You know your stuff.
That's the first time you've ever said that to me, Mike. Quite happy that that has been recorded. I can just snip that out and play it back to you a few times. Close pitch there. Everybody thought about it. Caught a little look from my vantage point here. Cash wasn't quite sure. Thought he might have let a pitch go. Brandon held it for a bit. Umpire thought about it.
Swing there.
Yeah. So what we were talking about earlier, Mike, like swinging at a 3-0 pitch, if you're going to do it, you better swing hard.
Another great pitch there. Full count now. Way to come back there for Blake. Decision time for our batter here. And
Well, non-competitive pitch really just took the decision right out of Cash's hands. That was pretty easy pitch to leave. Blakely disappointed with himself.
Looks like we got a bullpen going to warm up now.
See there, those players just running out to.
Yo!
Wow, there we go.
Just not quite watching the game there and got caught off the bag there. Couldn't get back in time.
It really is something. If you have not, if you if you have not been at first base as a base runner with a lefty on the mound, it can be quite deceptive. And Blake definitely doing a number on poor Cash right there. Much the same as I did a number on Mike by saying that he doesn't have a commentary voice. And
there we go, strike there.
actually,
1-1, we have 1 down.
he really is really trying to put on his commentary voice now.
Nice, Blake.
1 and 2. Well, I got a little bit of advice when I was at Dodger Stadium earlier in the year, in the Vin Scully commentary box there, and felt right at home, to be fair.
Great pitching there from Blake, the strikeouts. Absolutely beautiful work. Sorry, Mike. Sorry, fascinating story. Carry on.
Yeah, so after Vin's passing, they wanted me to send my CV in there. Unfortunately, I think my credentials are a little shy of taking the position, but keep trying.
So
Never
they-
give up. I live by those rules.
So they wanted a written CV, not a recording of your commentary voice?
Unfortunately, I'd have to get someone to transcribe that for me. But would be a dream to call a Dodgers game, I must say.
So top of the lineup again for North Shore, and Blake's really got to find the zone here. Corbin McKinley, dangerous batter. So if you're going to compare Corbin McKinley as a batter, would Tommy Edman be a fair comparison?
Maybe Altuve.
Holy. You're just going straight there, eh? You just thought he was a little on the short side and you go straight to Altuve. We're posting a recording of this to Corbin.
I think Tommy Edman, well,
I just thought Tommy Edman and the fact that he can do a little bit of everything. He's got a little bit of power in that bat.
I guess you're not too far from wrong there.
Spray it to all fields. He's got a little bit of speed.
But does he have a ring?
Don't know how to answer that one, Mike.
Actually, I think he might do from the Midsummer Blast last year.
So what you see here, Coach Dan Tan out to talk to Blake Percy. These pitches are on strict pitch counts, so most people will be used to Pitch Smart, where a pitcher of Blake's age could go a full 95 pitches, but early in the season they're very conscious of the fact that they can only throw a certain number of pitches to make sure they look after that arm. And that's even more the case for these under 18s pitchers. They've got a big campaign coming up, having to play Australia.
Hurley Wong in the batter's box now. We are one down, runner on one.
Dangerous batter, Hurley Wong. Well, Brandon Wilmshurst there, looking to backpick the runner at first, and just left his throw a little short. Very unusual for Liam Hay not to be able to pick that. He's got one of the best gloves you'll see over at first base. But in this case, throw going into right field and the runner advances to second.
He went.
Well, pitches like that is why you're quite happy that this game's getting recorded. Blake will look back at that one and say, I was robbed. But it happens. One of the things you'll be aware of from your time playing, Mike, there's no such thing as a make-up call in this game.
That is correct.
A little bit of rain coming down now.
Yep, not always sunny on the shore, eh?
We'll see here. I'm pretty sure that'll be it for Blake. I'm pretty sure I heard last batter call before. And sure enough, it's Coach Jeremy here. As a pitcher, you're always happy when you see the pitching coach come out. When it's the manager that makes that walk, you know, that means only one thing. Your time on the bump is done.
You get your little slap on the bum and off back to the dugout. Thank you, sir.
Now, one of the young 16 and under stars from this club coming up, Dinesh.
Mr. Dinesh, yep.
We'll get a bit of an indication now of just how much time the 16s have been putting into the bullpen.
He's certainly come a long way over the last couple of years, Mr. Dinesh. He's got a very nice pitch on him now.
If we had our crowd cam operational, we'd be able to swing around here, look at the grandstand. He's actually got his own cheering squad here in the stands. So we see the warm-up crew. Wade Sendon, Vic Lynn, just walking back. Haven't done their job. Just a little bit of a reminder. We'll be having at least one game a week that we'll be live streaming here for Central City Baseball Club. Part of that streaming service. We're more than happy to have a few sponsors on board. And that sponsorship package, that'll get you your logo up at different points during the broadcast, in between innings. Up to you whether or not you want a special little script to be read out by the new Vin Scully, as Mike Kovac is calling himself. I don't know whether that will be seen as a positive or a negative for any potential sponsors, but Mike's happy to do that for you.
Know a few guys. And certainly it'll be beneficial for anyone this season wanting to get behind the Central City Baseball Club. And great pitch from right from the start from Dinesh here.
You see Brandon there, just a little foul ball, just took that one I think off the thumb. Rough job being a catcher, but Brandon loves it. Real Iron Man of this club. He'll be playing 3 games this weekend. He'll be playing 19s today and then turning out for reserves tomorrow morning and then playing for Central City Prems against Hamilton Raiders tomorrow afternoon. I'd like to see a good crowd down there at Lloyd Elsmore Park, Follett Field, home of Howick Pakuranga Baseball. Get to see that exciting lineup that Central is putting out this season.
So Roy, we're one out here, runner on 2. 3-2 is the score.
The score, I believe, is 3-3.
3-3, that's correct.
Is it 3-3?
Yep, we did bring the tying run in the last innings.
Come on now, Josh. Let's go now. Let's go.
Great pitch there.
Just our point here in the commentary box, we just can't quite see round to that
Even the batter there thought
big
that was
digital
a strike.
scoreboard that they've got here.
Even the batter there thought that was a strike. He didn't go for his walk straight off the bat. He stood there for a minute.
Well, it's one thing that can really impact the game is if that strike zone just gets squeezed just a little bit, and you can start to get batters walking up there looking for a walk instead of looking for a
A
hit.
little bit of a situation here for Central. We've got loaded bags. Nice pitch there.
Jack Rust in the mound. Not really a man you want to be pitching to in this
I'd just
sort of
like
a
to correct
situation.
you there. Jack Rust is in the batter's box, not
Oh,
on the
the
mound.
sorry,
Thank you very much.
sorry. Yeah, I just get a little bit excited
I get
about.
lucky once in a while.
Yeah,
And he's put one out into right field, and it is a foul ball.
much like a few of your other comments, I have had it confirmed from Eve Kovac that it is just once in a while that you get lucky.
Unfortunately, I do not have a job where I can sit on a computer and read stats and baseball Bibles all day long there, Roy.
It's on you, Mike. I believe actually when talking about you getting lucky once in a while, the last time has actually been playing third base right now. So
What's getting lucky? What?
the last time you got lucky. Here he is, just running in from third base.
I came up short and ended up at third base and didn't come home.
Oh, I'm glad that that Mike's not getting that one. I don't think he'd take offence, but you never know.
You talking about my boy?
I'm talking about the last time you got lucky.
Oh.
Catch up, Mike.
He's still not quite there.
No,
What would it be? About 17 years ago, the last time you got lucky. Oh, I think you just caught up.
Eve would beg to differ.
He's the one that confirmed it.
Good, sir.
No, it's just creepy old men watching the stream.
Is that Leo warming up the picture here? It is indeed. Geez, brave move from North Shore leaving this kid on the bench. Normally one of the superstars.
Apparently he turned up to the Diamond today wearing a Yankees hat and got instant benched.
That is fair enough. Top of the third, Liam?
43.
Huh? Oh, up to 43 subscribers. If people have subscribed earlier enough, this would be live instead of recorded and posted later.
Thank you, Jesse Kovic, for being number 43.
Wow. Do we actually count that one? I'm not sure I count Jesse. He's just let me down too many times, and let's be honest, he doesn't make a burger as good as Mike does.
Oh, 42 subscribers.
Well,
Considering it's not live, Eve, you're not going to get me with that one.
we'll see about that, Roy. He's coming back home for a weekend and we've got him working Saturday night.
Of course
so
you- of
he'll be
course
back
you
on
do.
the tools. Because I will be at Smoke and Spice Festival, everyone, if you want to get down and get a nice smash burger Bloody Mary.
Liam Hay back in the box. Obviously hit that towering bomb earlier in the game.
Liam looking nice and composed here in the box. And that one was not for him. Are you Liam?
Zach Jones still on the mound. Looked good earlier.
Another nice hold there by Liam.
That's it. This umpire is not giving that spot. Zach looking a little bit disappointed.
Better boy.
I'll be honest, I don't think I would have thrown one down the middle to Liam today either after he dispatched that ball earlier. But of course, you walk Liam, all that does is mean you've got a pitch
That brings up Felix here now in the box.
to Big Felix. And I can confirm that he has been swinging the bat hard in training.
Ball one.
Well,
Hold that for a second. Kovic.
What were you talking about holding? Oh,
Exactly what you are holding.
we have 1-1 count, I believe. You go, Roy, hold that. 2-1. Broke my tooth in the back and like it's I can't even eat. And he's a nice drive. Oh, second base.
Straight to second
Corbin,
base.
Nice play there. Nice
And that's a
double
double
by
play.
North Shore.
so what an opportunity we've got here. We have starting pitcher from Central City 19s for this game, Blake Percy.
And going back to what you were saying just before, equating Corbin to Tommy Edmund, that looked quite a lot like
Jeez, he
a
can't
play that
stop
Tommy
talking
Edmund
about
would make.
LA. Blake, good to have you with us here in the commentary box. How was your outing today, pal?
I felt it was a bit rough after pitching quite good last weekend. Just couldn't find the zone, you know. A lot of balls, not many strikes.
What? One of the things we were talking about earlier, it just seemed as though one point there, Coach Dan Tan came out, had a bit of a talk to you, and straight afterwards, I think 4 of the next 5 pitches for strikes, struck out the next 2 batters. Give us a little bit of an insight. What were the words of inspiration?
Oh, he was just trying to calm me down, you know, get me back in the zone, trying to stay locked in. You know, my head was spinning all over the place. so it was nice to have him out there.
Nice. So, the early struggles finding the zone, what do you put it down to?
Just like clinical, eh?
Maybe just my preparation coming into the game. I think I was a bit nervous, or
We were questioning it here in the commentary box, thinking
For Brandon, sorry.
maybe game 1 of the season, maybe just a little bit amped up,
Go, boy.
just adrenaline flowing a bit much.
yeah, that was probably it. Yeah.
Looked a little bit like you just potentially just overthrowing a bit, trying to do too much.
Nice and relaxed. Let's
We
go.
had the opportunity earlier. Coach Tayo came along. Felt you were pitching well. I think he thought you were trying to do a bit too much as well.
Yeah.
Nice hold.
So give us all a little bit of an insight. You stand up there on the mound. What's going through your head? What does it feel like?
For me, I'm thinking dominate.
Love it.
So I'm trying first pitch strike every time, trying to get ahead in the count,
Here we go, bud.
and then just sort of working off that, throwing what the catch is calling.
I think what Blake's saying here though is you've got to have a confidence when you're a pitcher, and you need to be confident in yourself when you're out there. Otherwise, it makes it very hard on yourself if you doubt yourself. And like you said, he goes out there and wants to dominate. Now, that's what every pitcher should want to do, right?
Well, yep, I guess. I just stand up on the mound and hope I can throw a strike. There's no domination in my arm anymore, Mike, but for a young fella like Blake, I get it. Brandon there stealing second. So we get the pitching. Ended up being not a disastrous outing. A few strikeouts there, just a few things went wrong, but let's talk us through what everybody's going to want to hear, Blake. We see a pass ball, it's gone to the fence. Blake Percy on third. He's got speed. He breaks early. Brandon now taking third. He breaks well. He looks like he's coming in early. The head first slide, it looked beautiful. And just talk us through the last little part of that, Blake.
Thought I might slide a bit further. I think my finger just got the plate, but not enough to be a definitive call. But
Blake, don't worry, mate. I did that a few times last season, and probably looked a lot worse than you did. That's for sure.
So, not
Just about scorpions.
I was leaving the part where I said I can 100% confirm it looked way worse, but before that, the other bit we were sort of making a few comments on, when you're at second base as a runner,
It's that little
that throw had him.
the runner. There we
The
go.
throw to second, Brandon reads it. I believe as Brandon came home there, he just had a little word to Jack Russ too, friendly rivalry.
Like,
So when you're at second base as a runner, we notice a lot of jumping around, a lot of movement. What's the purpose of that?
I'm just trying to get the pitcher's attention, distract him from his main job, which is of course throwing strikes. So yeah, I'm just trying to be annoying. Menace on the base path.
no, they got me out.
Well,
You
Zach
boys all
Jones
seem
at-
to be sliding early.
Zach Jones at the moment just struggling a little bit with his pitching, and it looks like Central has gone super aggressive on the bases. So, as a team, are there any sort of team strategies in play here? Is just watching the aggression here, is that a bit of a theme for your team, Blake?
Yeah, aggressiveness is a big one. If you think you can steal a base, steal a base. If you got that strike, you just swing. It's all about trying to get ahead of the opponents.
One last thing I want to talk to you about, and then we'll let you get back to just enjoying the rest of the game. How were things in the dugout that moment? You talk about taking a big swing, that moment when Liam Hay let rip and put one over the wall in left field. How were the boys in the dugout?
Oh, that was electric. Coming in second hitter of the game and just smoking one to left field. I didn't get a lot of that playing in Hamilton, maybe in the Prems, but still, it's a big thing when someone can come up and just smoke one.
That is what we all enjoy in baseball is seeing that ball hit over the fence. All right, thanks for your time, Blake.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Mike.
I look forward to seeing you up on the mound again, hopefully next week, and I look forward to your next spell in the commentary box. Might even get rid of this Kovac guy, and you've got a job here if ever you decide that
He'll find it
pitching's not for
very
you.
hard getting rid of that Kovac guy.
All right, Blake, go enjoy yourself. Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, good man. So currently we have one down. Two down on the double play now. We've got runners on 2 and 3, and we have Jackson in the batter's box. He got a nice piece on his last at bat.
Yeah, Jax has been really working hard in batting practice and trainings, and it's really starting to pay dividends for him. It's looking
He's
good in
got
the
an
box.
opportunity for RBIs here.
He'll take a
And
walk.
We've just loaded up the bags here. 2 down. This is where my team, the Dodgers, do best.
So, because you're starting to talk about Dodgers, you want to do me a little favour and just go double check the score at the moment, Mike?
5-3, I believe.
Yeah, I'm definitely got behind. I was enjoying my conversation with Blake too much. A mature young man. Could really be a star of the New Zealand 18s team. Big lefty. Ziggy here in the box. Again, another guy made good contact. First at bat. Popped up. This is his first year at 19s level. Only his second year playing baseball.
So, Roy, I went and asked for the score from the scorers, and the scorers don't know the score. How's that for you?
Probably best you don't actually mention that.
You could have told me that first. They do know the score, I just don't want to tell you. Currently 5-3, I believe. If that's not right, it's 4-3 Central.
Very difficult for me to try to predict what's going to come out of your mouth, Mike.
Could be anything, mate.
Could be anything. Ziggy, and that's an RBI for Ziggy.
Yeah.
Here we go, Dinesh.
Yeah, another
Bang this
run.
one, brother.
Another run coming in. There'll be Alex Kovac across the plate.
We have a time and a mound visit here. Oh, I want to see Dinesh just bomb one now. I like everyone.
Nice, Rainsy.
Some of my mates in life.
Another run coming across there.
Because we disagreed.
Wild pitch.
And then we were
Oliver
like,
Rainsfield, commonly known as Rainsy.
and then realised, shit, we're so late. Hang your problem.
And we are confirmed that with that run coming in, we're at 6-3.
I just ain't got the beard.
Scorers over there did confirm that they weren't that happy with having somebody come up and bug them, but obviously I've got some ins there.
Oh shit.
Ziggy there.
Getting a bit gung-ho on the lead there.
He thought that Jax was coming home on the pass ball. When the ball came bouncing back, Jax wisely turned and Ziggy did the same.
Yeah, the boys would be wanting to be very careful about coming home with Mr. Rust behind the plate there. He's very, very sharp in that position there. That boy Darnish.
Darnish with the walk.
I had a good part of talking this young fella into coming to Central this season in the scrimmage games we were having down here over the off season there, Roy. And he was pitching against us in a game, and I was like, "Who do you play for?" And he was trying to find a team, and we coerced him over our way, and he's got a bullet of an arm for a young fella.
And Yuto Suzuki, lead-off batter for the team. Of course, he played for Bayside last season, but he lives very close to Central, and so lucky enough to get him across.
Yeah, might be white shirt. White shirt,
Yuto, if he can do some damage here. Oh no. So you see there, this little situation, just a little bit indecisive from Jackson, and he was caught halfway, just basically gave himself up. Real tough spot, ball bouncing back. That led to the third out, and of course now we'll be going into the bottom of the third. Central City leading 6-3. I'm going to find my car keys and go for a walk and get my charging cable.
Blue car keys. Given his multiple hobbies in his pastime. Watching credentials. I need three. Three solid ones in the background now. Youth and tree. It sounds like a bad night.
Michael, do you have a YouTube channel? YouTube account on your phone? You need to subscribe.
Yeah, well, not the second. I'm not really excited to bring that. I don't actually know if I have an account, but I will make one. I just always push the not now. Not now. Well, just all the half of the screen on my phone black and I can't see anything. Yeah. I end up writing silly things. So you don't use that while you use a lot. How you done, Ash? Way to pitch him, bro. I do love his stuff. It's not being all they're doing is when you're on the diamond, they're on which you see a little bit of it, but there's a little bit of relax. That a boy Darnish.
Nice.
Oh, I've done it. I was like, wow. Like, because the pain in the teeth. Nah, because it wasn't sore. But yeah. Hot, cold, and like east on this side, even if my teeth on the other side, it just goes. So breathing for dinner after, and that's still hurt eating in. Yeah. Oh yeah. Go Central! Good looking. No one knows. Good looking. Good dad. Terrible mastication. Look at you. He's an English. Right. Turns over around, my dog would be pulling me off the chair and go over there. There's nothing to do that. Just got no show. Good throw though, bro. But yeah, you're right. Shouldn't go through like that. You'll be alright. You'll be right. Get the outs now, boys.
So that's just really
So this is a guest commentator seat.
Taylor got Alex's
So we just got confirmation that batting coach Ayrton Laird is going to be joining us in the commentary box next time Central City's up for bat. Be a real treat for everybody.
So what you're saying is that it'll be mostly Roy talking?
I'm saying that it will be the same sort of situation that I've got sitting here with you, Mike. I will be crossing my fingers that he keeps it at least PG. Oh, if I've been given a power pack with no power.
Useful walk going on?
Oh no, we've got plenty of power packs.
That was. Loaded up the bag.
We got any runs in this innings?
No runs yet. No out. Loaded bags. Good position for North Shore here.
Just.
Yeah, because they're right in the long. Exit velocity. Right in the door.
How are you guys running this Are you gonna have
Hard to know. And unfortunately,
you have to play 50% of the season, right? To get out.
yeah, so and that's a hard one. Nice done, Nish. I know. I had 4 puppies and 2.
Lucky you haven't had a heart attack.
Yeah, that's
Good pitch there from Dinesh. Gets himself the strikeout. Brandon Wilmshurst making the call. 2 down. We'll always rely on Brandon back there. Communicate with his team. Back at the top of the lineup, Corbin McKinley at bat. That's a great start.
Nice finish.
See the look there from Corbin, just acknowledging a good pitch. Wow, Dinesh will be happy with that one. One of the things for a young pitcher, developing that off-speed pitch, and that really did a number on Corbin right there. One pitch away from getting out of this innings now. And there it is. Wow, gotta love that from Dinesh. Bit of emotion there coming off the mound. Let rip, big scream. And he gets that from his mother. So that was a big innings. Central, of course, scoring 3 runs in the top of the innings, and then North Shore loading it up. Only 1 out, and Dinesh back-to-back strikeouts to get out of the innings. 6-3 at the moment to Central. Good lead. Hurley Wong up on the mound. So of course we'll start this innings with Yuto Suzuki back to bat. That little issue into that last innings with Jack's getting caught halfway. Oh, here he comes.
Sure, mate.
So happy to announce we have been joined by the legendary batting coach, Ayrton Laird. Ayrton, how you doing today?
Hey mate, I'm all good. Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all.
You be happy with how the boys swinging the bats?
Of course, always happy. A lot of improvements been made, so lots of loud contact today, and I'm always happy with that.
So talk us through a situation, one of your batters standing in the box on a 3-0 count. Because we had a bit of a discussion here earlier in the box as
Yeah.
Yuto goes back up the middle, and he'll be there easy.
Very
So
nice.
a 3-0 count, and my partner here, Mike Kovac, saying that like it's often looked down upon having a swing in a 3-0 count. But of course, Liam Hay earlier, 3-0 count, gets one down the middle, and
Yeah,
is that what you look to do?
like it always depends on the situation, and if there's runners on, and if it's advantageous enough to to swing the bat in like in those type of counts, and as well as if you're actually and mentally geared up to hit that pitch, because on a 3-0 count you can't be thinking that if I just see it down the middle, I might as well swing. You have to be you really have to be committed to swinging at that pitch, because there's a lot that can go wrong. You can pop out where maybe a pitch lady will get a walk, things like that. But I'm a big fan of 3-0 swings, but it all depends on the count, because especially in this grade and levels like this, they're probably gonna throw you like the same
Liam,
the same pitch and maybe the same location. So there's a bit of trouble out there, bit of a mess up.
Oh,
All works out, but
A little bit of a
Well, hey.
on the bases there by the boys.
let's be fair, Ayrton, you're a batting coach, not a base running coach.
exactly. I had my fun on the bases back when I used to play, but so saying that, didn't really like running the bases too much. I get too tired too quick. So yeah,
So 3-0 count, what Liam did is exactly what you're looking for. If you're going to swing, swing hard, do damage.
You got to make it. Yeah, you got to be committed 100%. If you have to put your A swing off, and even if you put your A- swing off, it's not good enough. You have to put your A plus swing
I
swing
like
on.
that. So are you looking for a certain pitch? So will you be looking fastball only on a 3-0 count, and if it's anything else, you just let it go?
Yeah, typically for me, fastball. Like if a guy's normally maybe curveball first type of dude, that maybe I'll look for that. Because he's just trying to get it over. You know what I mean?
Read the pitcher.
Yeah, a little bit. There's some science behind it and reading people when it comes to that. But yeah, usually I say just go up for the fastball, be ready on the fastball, and then put your A swing on it.
Oh, there's nothing worse than seeing somebody late on a fastball on a hitter's count.
I agree.
So how much of a difference does it make in these sorts of grades where, let's be honest, there is no scouting? A lot of these guys are seeing pitches for the first time. Does that make a big difference?
Yeah, definitely. It's hard sometimes. Like in this case, the pitcher up now, he competes. He challenges you in the zone.
Oh, has a challenge in the zone.
As well.
Felix copping that one off the shoulder, and instead of charging the mound, he almost charged their dugout.
But it's also the thing is, we play, these boys have probably played, these guys quite a bit coming up through the age groups, so they kind of know we kind of have our own scouting reports on each guy, I guess, just through just through the boys just playing against each other. But scouting, like when I was at school camp, scouting reports is a big thing, especially playing from a school that you're only going to play 3 times a year, and trying to get that edge on your competition as well. So scouting reports is huge, but yeah, especially like in this grade. The scouting reports are just from the boys,
and
from
you
the
got a lot of the
played a lot.
You got a lot of the boys playing together in representative teams as well, so they kind of know a little bit about each other more as well, I guess, in that respect as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So the question everybody wants answered, Ayrton.
Yeah.
Obviously, most people are aware that you had off-season shoulder surgery. Are we going to see Ayrton Laird back on the diamond this season?
Potentially for nationals, for Prem Nationals, but we'll have to see how my recovery is coming along to that point. But I would love to have a head out for a weekend if I could, because I just love being in the box. I love hitting, so, especially because I'll only be able to DH, so that's a big bonus
Just do what you love.
to have.
Shohei.
So,
Oh, interesting there. So, runner came home on a ground ball to third, but we end up seeing a double play, third to first. Tight call there at first. Ed making the call. Let's see if I can update my score. I believe 1 run in, so that'll give Central City a lead, 7 runs to 3. What are you thinking about the bats that we got in the club this season, Ayrton?
Especially I've been with the older group of boys in this age grade for a couple years now.
Are you my boy?
Yeah, they've definitely been like a huge improvements over those couple of years. So like these guys have been really swinging it the past since the season started, and especially probably middle of last season they
Ate him up.
ate them up. They really started to come around with the bats, and it's a good thing having all these guys who can really swing it. It really benefits us as a club and as a sport, I guess, because they have in my opinion, they have the right approach, and being able, like, they wanna hit the ball, they wanna do damage, and they want to drive guys in, and that's what you really need, especially in this country. Not just trying to take a walk and just doing things for type of for yourself, and having that passive approach. And because a lot of these guys want to go somewhere and play, and I guess that's how you get noticed, and that's how you compete, and that's how you play at the next level. So they're doing it right now, which is great, and they're only going to continue to do that. And I'm just helping them see that, and they're the ones putting in the work. I'm just there to help them sometimes, I guess.
So that'd be your wise words of inspiration for the boys. Swing hard, do damage.
Pretty much. Ball's not going to go anywhere if you don't swing the bat.
Yeah, there you go, everybody. You're not going to hit the ball if you don't swing the bat.
Pretty much.
Hey, as the great Mookie Betts said, you don't stand in that batter's box looking for a walk.
No, you never look for a walk. Well, it's been great having you with us today, Ayrton. We'll let you get back and inspire the boys to even more runs in this game.
All right, cheers. I appreciate it. Go Dodgers.
Yeah.
Oh, that puts a smile on Kovic's face. The Go Dodgers finish.
Yeah, well, that's a if you know thing, Roy.
So as we said earlier, will be at least one feature game of the weekend, every weekend, right here on Central City Sports Network.
ESPN, eat your heart out.
And we'll be looking to just keep on rolling with the guest commentators, whether they be players, coaches, parents, scorers, fans, umpires.
I think up next we may have another Premier Central City player.
I think what you mean is another broken down shoulder. We will look to get Coach Tidier, who's just another one of these guys who's rehabbing shoulders. Be interesting to talk to him. Probably a lot of the conversation will revolve around NFL.
NFL?
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he is much like me when it comes to baseball. You can't pick and choose the teams that you support. You're always loyal to the bitter end.
He's not a 49ers fan. He's good with that.
Browns would be his team, and it's a miserable role being a Browns fan at the moment.
Go Chargers.
Go Chargers indeed. Bolt up, baby.
Bolt up.
Are we doing a Browns Chargers preview?
We may have a little bit of a... the commentary box may switch to NFL for a little bit. I see Tidier just making the long walk into the scorer's box.
Great coach.
Tidier, good to have you join us.
Thanks for having me.
So, aside from the fact that it's great to have baseball back,
Yeah.
how's the NFL season been for you so far, buddy?
Depends who you support. Personally, for me, it hasn't been great. I'm a Brown supporter, by the way. Showed a bit of life, though, that last game. I'm not going to say why, but...
Big fly ball to left here. Jackson under it, and unfortunately, a misread there out in left field. Jax hangs his head on that a little bit. It's Hurley Wong reaching second base. So yes, Browns, it's been a bit miserable. Deshaun Watson, there's a lot of money sunk into that, man.
Yeah.
Is that with no payoff?
Say that again, sorry?
Is that with no payoff though?
No payoff.
Big money, no
Big
payoff.
money, no payoff. No, indeed.
I mean,
Going!
if we hadn't gotten off to such a bad start, we could have made a push to the playoffs, but I don't see that happening.
Wow, especially with your upcoming game.
But I'm saying that
Monday morning New Zealand time.
We're going on a 9-game win streak. That's what I've been telling people.
Bit hard when the next game you're playing the Chargers, which will obviously be a tough loss for you, but
No, I like the new look of the Chargers with the new coach. Jim's been doing a pretty good job.
Justin Herbert on fire in recent weeks.
Yeah.
Top-notch quarterback out of Oregon.
Just if he had just a out-and-out number one receiver,
Oh, give him one weapon.
one weapon,
Yeah.
if they had got Amari Cooper, that would have been interesting.
Even give him a top-notch tight end. Yeah, you can get away with average wide receivers if you've got a top tight end, but really he doesn't have much to work with, but he's still working with it.
Because, I mean, turn the attention to Commanders. As good as Jaden Daniels has been, he has got that number one, Scary Terry,
Oh my God, he's got
and he's got other weapons as
he's
well.
got receiving core all over the place, doesn't he?
Yeah, which definitely helps. Not obviously he's doing a lot of good stuff as well himself, but definitely helps when you have a couple of receivers that can make those plays.
So as much as I talk NFL all day long,
Yeah, I'd love to.
it is start of the baseball season here in New Zealand. So obviously yourself, much like Ayrton, shoulder not being your friend.
Nah, I think 25 is the new 70.
So what's your plans? We're going to see you back on the diamond.
Not this half. Maybe next half of the season after the new year. Maybe. I'm not going to make any promises though. Plus, I want these young ones to get as much game time as they can get, especially at the Premier level. Because, looking at this game here, they need to see faster pitching. and they'll get that in prems.
Yeah, more repetitions,
Curveballs as well.
better pitching.
Off speed, that's the big one as well. If they can see as many off speed, especially the curveball, that'll definitely help the development.
Great.
So, of course, this season, first time ever, I believe, Central Sitting putting in a reserve grade team, which will get a few more reps for these guys. Are you a fan of seeing the reserve grade competition here in Auckland?
Yeah, 100%. More games, the better. That's the thing. Just lacking innings. You get to like the international level, like New Zealand don't lack in athletes. It's just game time. Especially when you get into certain situations where it's not familiar for them. So if they can get more game time, especially if you're playing reserve grade, then you can potentially get into those situations that you wouldn't normally see. So by the time you get to like the international level, you're semi ready.
Yeah, they talk a lot about just game smarts. Just you've seen a situation so many times, you just know what to do.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that's one of those countries, like the Australians, much as I hate to say it, but that's a big reason why they're good, because they're just playing all the time. Well, that's one of the main reasons why they're good.
Oh, that's a tough pitch. So I saw a situation earlier there, runner coming home from North Shore, Brandon, looked like he had hosed the guy at second, middle infield. Probably a little bit about what Tidy is talking about, just not being aware of the situation, not covering.
And I believe that brings the score back to 1 in it.
But even in that situation...
Really? I had it at like 7-4.
Even in that situation, sorry to cut you off there, Roy, you saw the shortstop was behind second base instead of in front?
Yes.
You're always going to be not asking, what you call it, not helping the catcher if you're behind the base.
Yeah,
that's
making that throw longer.
Exactly.
Strike out there for Yuto, young Yuto Suzuki. I've
Great pitches.
been commenting on the fact that the pitching core for Central City this season, aside from having more pitches, we've got a bit of variety. And this kid Yuto, short arm action, quick delivery as Brandon takes that one off the helmet, but that's nothing for a catcher.
Do love his fastball.
So of course, being a catcher yourself,
Yep.
the different pitching actions and release points, does it make a difference?
Yeah, for sure. It just depends if it works for that pitcher, though. Can you just elaborate a bit?
Well, you
more
see
on that?
here Yuto quite slow with his lower half, and then the arms just come through very quick. So it's quite a deceptive sort of a release point. Short arm. We have another pitcher.
Well, also, when you have runners on base as well, you should, as a batter, expect...
Ring him up. That's a second strikeout.
Should expect the pitcher to be coming towards home and play it a bit quicker.
So I was sort of wondering, like we've got a bit of a sidearm, almost submarine pitcher this season. So again, different release point. We've got the long and lanky lefty and Blake Percy. We've got obviously Yuto, the shorter, quicker. When as a batting team, when each pitcher that comes up is quite a distinct, different style, does it mess with your timing?
100%. But that's why being in the hole or on the box, that's why you got to get your timing down. You can't just walk up to the box and then get your timing, the batter's box, and get your timing in there. You need to be watching the pitcher as he warms up. You know, you've got 8 pitches there to have a look at him and try to get the timing down. So you've got a bit of time there to have a look at the pitcher before getting into the batter's box.
And that goes back to what you were saying before too, Ty, about actual game time, getting as much game time as you can.
Experience.
So you're confident in the box, confident in your position on the diamond. Because you can do as much training as possible, but that game time is crucial.
100%. Yeah. Nailed it there, Alex. Alex's
Other
father.
one, yeah.
Alex's father, Mike.
He must be looking young. Must be looking young today, Mike.
Yeah. That's not the other. It's my middle name. I take it.
My dad. Sorry, Mike.
Oh no, he took that as a
worries,
compliment.
John. No worries, John.
I am feeling 70.
And there we go, another strikeout. Yuto out of the innings. Really came back strong there.
Get some great pitches there.
I should have probably get rid of the score because I'm not actually sure I've got it right. All of these guest commentators have been keeping me on my toes. It's been good to have you with us, Tairia.
All good. Thanks for having me.
Really would be good to see you on the diamond back half of the season. So best of luck with the rehab.
Thank you.
Best of luck with the coaching venture.
And you know where to send the check.
Yep. It'll be in the post, mate. Just keep checking the mailbox.
Is the post even a thing still?
So just confirmation there that we are 100% correct. It's 7-4, which we had from actually focusing on the game, Mike. It's not a one-run game.
It is not a one-run.
It's a 3-run game. This Central team.
Lucky we have Trish doing some amazing scoring.
Patricia Antanovic, scorekeeper extraordinaire.
Second base specialist. That wind's picking up here now at the park today, Roy.
Oh, and it looks like good situation for us here. Max Russell looks to be stepping up to the plate. Start this innings off. This is obviously one of these young central hitters that Airtime was talking about that really working on his craft. This guy can swing the bat hard, but he also has speed, bat control. He can go opposite field if he needs to. Probably have a little bit of a look at that camera.
Good to see you, my man.
Good to see you guys.
See you there, John.
So here we go, Hurley Wong to Max Russell. Oh, good pitch there from Hurley. Max took a rip at it. As you can see, wind really getting up here. Not quite sure what's going on with that camera for it to be shaking around so much. Looks to have settled down a bit, so good pitch in there from Hurley. Climbs the ladder on Max. Gets him strike 3 swinging. I think it might actually be the gazebo that's getting blown up and catching the camera. Jackson up at the plate. Been a mixed bag from Jackson today. He's looked good at certain times, but a little bit of a base running blunder and got a little bit deceived on a fly ball to left field earlier, but overall I think he'll be pretty happy with his game today. Obviously his first game here, Central City, a recent transfer from Waitakere Bears.
Yeah.
Jackson there.
Little bobble from second baseman there, leaving Jackson to make it safe at 1 there. We have Ziggy up to bat now. Hey Ziggy!
Ziggy, as I said earlier, this is his first game at the 19s level. Only his second season of playing baseball, and he has looked good today. He'll definitely be happy with how things have gone. Icing on the cake would be a hit here against Hurley Wong, New Zealand 18s pitcher. We need to get Vinny Fegan.
Hey Ziggy!
Great at bat there from Ziggy. He'll take a walk. That'll bring Dinesh
Hey Dinesh!
up to the plate.
Say this one for me.
So, what a situation we have here today in the commentary box. Vinny Fegan.
Oh, is this live?
It is. Well, it's not live because we didn't have enough subscribers to go live. We'll be posting it up later on though.
Nice.
Vinny, good to have you here with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So obviously, as we were talking about earlier, the older, better looking and much wiser brother of Coach Matty Fegan.
I'll take it, yep.
Also a bit of an Ironman pitcher in the Auckland Prems, sometimes reserves competition.
Yeah, just wherever they'll put me. I'll throw the ball. Not fast, but we'll get it in the zone.
So you know a little bit about this North Shore club,
Yeah.
these North Shore players. So how have you felt about these guys' first outing?
Yeah, well, I guess we train with these guys during the week. So Tuesday, Thursday, we got most of the squad here training with us, and yeah, they're definitely developing a lot. Got some guys like Jack and Hurley, who obviously are the leaders of the team typically. And yeah, I think it'll just be pitching for them. I think will be important. But yeah, their fielding and hitting seems to be okay so far. So I guess you just got to play and see what happens there.
Yeah, yes, you do.
First game after all.
So in terms of that pitching, obviously critical part of the game. No more big Xanto.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
Big loss for the North Shore club, and certainly for this 19s team.
For sure, yeah.
So who is the man that you think you'll be relying on this season at 19s level?
Yeah, I think there's a few guys who can definitely get it done. Obviously, you're going to have to piece it together with pitch counts and stuff. Okay, CK, good to see you.
See you, mate.
So I think someone who has potential is Thomas and Zach, I think. So Zach's half Japanese boy, and Thomas as well, he's like the tall righty.
Yeah.
He's playing outfield today, but yeah, both of those guys throw the ball well, but I think it's more so just trying to get that confidence on the mound, to be honest.
Yeah, we saw Zach Jones earlier, of course. Looked good. The first innings he was up, and then just seemed to sort of lose the strike zone a bit, and I guess it kind of snowballed a bit for him. Once you lose the strike zone, it seemed as though he just struggled to get it back. Is that a bit of a thing for pitchers?
Yeah, I think definitely younger pitchers, especially when you're relying on your fastball to throw for a strike, and if you don't have that, then often there's not much secondary stuff that they're confident with. Whereas I think as you mature as a pitcher, you learn to throw different pitches for strikes, and some you have better feel for than others. So I think having that adaptability will be important. But yeah, I think it's just confidence, to be honest.
What's the secret for you? What gives you your confidence on the mound?
I think just like I'm just trying to pound the zone really. I know I've had good defense behind me for as long as I can remember, so I've tried to emphasize just like letting my defense work, putting the ball on the ground or even in the air, and just being aggressive really. And I think for me, like when my fastball isn't working, I always have my slider to throw in any count, and I think that's really beneficial. Like I'll be down 3-0 and I'll throw 3 straight sliders. Like I don't really care.
I think it's a common theme here, Roy. The aggression from the pitchers. They're always wanting to have that, aggression and their dominance on the mound there. Did he get his goal?
Yeah, it's always strike one, So once you get strike one, like batting averages drop hugely. And then you only have 2 more strikes to throw. So
all day.
Yeah, no doubt.
that's a major thing for the youngins, is just to get ahead early.
It is interesting. It's been Mike's right. It's been a theme from everybody, whether it be Ayrton led about hitting or whether it be around the pitching side of things. It's about aggression, about not being scared of throwing one over the plate.
Yeah. I think reading swings as well, like watching the reaction of the hitters. I'll throw a breaking ball. Clearly everyone's more comfortable trying to hit my 75 mile per hour fastball. So just try to make them uncomfortable, I think, as well as staying aggressive. So
I've said it before, I'll say it again, the Jamie Moyer of Auckland baseball, he can live with a 75 mile an hour fastball when you're painting corners.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll see as the season goes on.
That's the goal,
Well, thanks for joining us. Well, you're welcome to stay in the seat and add to the commentary for as long as you want. But if you want to escape, that's on you.
Sure, pretty comfy here today.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, good view.
You notice that these seats are really the key here because you have a slightly higher seat and you're looking straight at that bar.
Punched over.
So, North Shore, like the one thing I'll love to hear from you. You guys have been kind of the travelling nomads of baseball for as long as I've been in the sport with no home ground.
Yeah.
How much of a difference does it make having this beautiful facility here?
Oh, that's huge. Even if it's just being able to get used to a field that you can play on in your games, and just having that hub in the community as well. Get a lot of traffic here, especially on the evenings while we train. So definitely build that exposure. And then just having a field, we didn't have one. So that's the biggest difference, isn't it? You get something to play on. It's a nice surface.
Popped up here, Max Russell. Oh. Well, that hurts as a pitcher, doesn't it?
Yeah, you don't like those.
So, the question everybody will be asking, is this going to be named David Fegan Field at some stage?
Oh, I reckon maybe, yeah.
Because
we got Scott's Point as well that's being currently worked on. And I think that'll eventually be our main field, is what I'm thinking.
Surely we need one of these fields to be a bit of a tribute to the long-time president of North Shore, who has put a lot of work into getting these facilities up and running.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm not exactly sure who gets that call, whether, because council can be tough, but
I think that as a club, surely you can just bypass the council side of it.
Oh, pitch.
He'll be definitely throwing a first pitch at some point.
He's got to be throwing a first pitch.
He better be rolling that arm over.
And be expecting his first pitch to be looking better than either of his sons as well.
That's a bit of an ask.
That's a bit of an ask, all right, considering both of his sons are Prem's pitchers. But so will you be calling it for it to be David Fegan Field, or we're just going to go with Fegan Field? And
yeah, we could just...
And you and Maddie both get to take some credit.
And then we might be trapped in the club,
You'll never be leaving.
Well, Maddie's gotten roped into coaching again, so he looks happy though. So.
He looks like a very happy man.
Yeah, he looks like a coach, I can say that.
Good pitching here from Yuto. Strikes out young Cash Taliaferro.
We have Chase in the box.
You notice Oh, you probably don't notice. We can't quite see it on our angle here, but Cash's parents are filling up the outfield bleachers.
Good little picture, eh?
Yeah.
Flips in the curveball. I faced him actually when you guys played us in that practice game.
Oh, yes.
That was where he was down here, and I was like, oh, he's playing this year, blah, blah. And I was like, Central City will be a good fit for you, mate. After I was watching him pitch, and I was like, yeah.
Wow, so Yuto actually looked to join Central last season and ended up going out to Bayside, despite the fact that he lives very close to Central. And not surprisingly, with the amount of arms in that Bayside club, he didn't get many pitching opportunities. As we see, another strikeout here. So this season, Yuto had another crack at joining Central, and sure enough, he is getting to pitch a lot more at this club than he did at Bayside. Bayside had a lot of arms last season.
Throat strike.
Back to the start of the lineup here. Corbin McKinley.
Corbin will be a very good player. He's already good.
Yeah.
Solid.
He's a battler, eh? Like, he doesn't quit on anything.
And you just see every minute he's on the diamond is just that intense focus, and that's, it's something special, right?
Yeah, he's what we call a baseball rat.
Yeah.
Baseball rat.
Absolute rat.
There's a few of them in Auckland, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
A lot of these kids will be playing 3 games this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
That deceptive, arm action, eh?
Oh, so quick.
Yeah, twitchy arms.
I was talking to Tairia about that earlier, how much it messes your timing when you've got pitches that come with such different actions and arm speeds.
Yeah.
The slow leg lift and then the ridiculously quick arm action.
To go in a minute. Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, a little basket catch. Whatever works.
Where in the lineup he is, and then I'll still drop him in the shots.
Yeah, yep.
Cool.
So we're unfortunately having to post this game later on. Can't go live because useless people don't subscribe when told they should, but I think we'll be over the 50 subscriber amount that allows us to be going live for future games. Be at least one feature game a weekend, and we'll try to get out and do a few more. Possibly we'll make it to the Central City versus Hamilton Raiders Prems game tomorrow.
Better subscribe then.
Better subscribe.
Yeah.
That's the key.
There's no fee, is there?
No, it's just a YouTube subscription.
Oh, okay.
But YouTube, you have to have 50 subscribers to your channel if you want to go live.
Right. Alright, I'll subscribe. Get Maddie to subscribe as well. Maybe get some scouting done.
Well, the whole you won't get scouting on some of the games because I believe next weekend one of the, or maybe the featured game will be a Div 1 game. It might be like a 16s game and a Div 1 game next weekend.
That's not good to me.
You're not going to be scouting much there?
I come for a scout at the old 9 a.m. Sunday morning games. The old Boy Scouts.
Well, that camera, when that wind blows up under that gazebo, is just getting pounded. And that camera's been blowing around a little bit.
Anyone would think we're in Chicago at the moment. The wind.
Windy City. Well, if there is a wind blowing in Auckland, you'll find it at a baseball diamond. I don't think any of them don't have a howling gale.
The Don't be talking about the mother like that.
So the man that Vinny described as the baseball rat is now up on the mound, Corbin McKinley. Let's see what he's got. I wouldn't be particularly thrilled about starting my day pitching to Liam Hay after
Hey, Liam.
the bomb that he unleashed earlier in this game.
The middle bat as well, that's cruel.
Yeah, no kidding. I did ask Tayo about that earlier, about how he felt about 19s using metal bats. The look on his face kind of said that pitchers should be able to miss bats. So I think we're still at 7-4.
Correct.
Got no idea of where we are innings wise now. I think he Q shotted it. He will not be happy with that. Surreal Wilson up to bat now. Surreal doesn't normally take half swings, this boy. Yeah. Brandon, what innings are we at? Come on, man.
Like catcher.
Yes.
What's the time?
You just go out and catch. 4:03.
So 50 more minutes.
No new innings after 2:50, is it?
Could you take the video for my pitching? Because I need to see my pitching.
I can video this. Yeah.
Like, we're literally doing a full...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I turn your brightness up? I just can't see.
Don't worry, Yuto. You'll be able to look at it on YouTube later on. Yeah. You better subscribe.
He took his...
I know, because I think he realised he's going to be able to just look at it on here. Little cameo there from Yuto Suzuki, current pitcher for Central. I think I need to Oh, I didn't really straighten it up though, did I? Might go ahead and look at straightening it up.
Doesn't have a concept of straight.
Such a long way down to these.
Have a hack.
Oh yeah, that looks better. Got it straightened up a bit now. Brandon will take a walk, giving us runners first and second, one out. Alex Kovac up, so we won't get much out of Mike Kovac for a little while here. Feels the need to video this despite the fact that he knows it'll be posted up later on, the entire game.
I got instructions.
He got instructions.
Run it out. Run.
Pop that up. Hurley Wong, no drama. Umpire there calling an infield fly. Of course, runners on first and second, less than 2 out.
Yeah.
See you, Mike.
See you in the morning, eh?
Indeed.
I will have a nice early night.
Yep.
Yeah. Always got
See, we can even do pitcher and pitcher.
Oh, nice. Nice to meet you, yeah.
Sweet.
Tough pitch.
Boy, Jack.
Max Ruffle here. 2 out. Situation where those runners will be going on any hit. Oh, good job for the base. Oh, umpire, where was he when the ball went dead?
Make some burgers, Mark.
He'd gone round second before he even threw the ball. So 1 run scores there on error, throwing error. Couldn't actually make out whether or not first baseman had a play. We'll just update our little scoreboard on here to be... Oh! Ouch. So, it's all right there, Jackson. Hands on head. You must love that. Pitcher, eh?
Yeah.
Breaking a bat.
Yeah.
It's just be the coolest thing.
Sometimes you can't help but feel bad. Like someone turns up season first game with their fresh bat.
Like what just happened there?
First pitch sort of.
Well, not quite first pitch, but
Yeah, it happens.
see Jackson here running out onto the field, still shaking his head. Oh, better go a bit of pitcher and pitcher on Yuto here. We'll get his pitching angle. A bit of a shot of him on the mound. Maybe even like that. See if we've got a little bit more zoom in on him. Try to keep him happy.
What's up, Coach? Not bad, how are you?
So we'll get to give him this shot, and then we'll picture and picture it so we can see.
Get his analysis going.
Yeah.
Chilling on the wrong side with their jersey on.
Yeah, I know. I'm infiltrating.
Hey,
pass.
he's guest commentator, Dan. On the wrong side. And here's Vinny going, person who's on the wrong side, Dan.
Yeah.
That's you, pal.
Yeah. Not much to talk, is it?
So what's the feeling about the movement within Auckland baseball, the likes of Dan Tan moving to Central.
I think it's good.
You guys must be pretty happy that that's led to Central having Prems and reserves,
100%, yeah.
building up the competition.
Definitely, yeah. I think it's definitely good for the game, especially with your team having a bunch of younger guys. So it'll be good for them. And yeah, we've had Adam and Toshiki.
Ooh.
Beast.
Nice little single there. Get the inning started.
Yeah, we have Toshiki and Adam, obviously, who've been working together with Dan over the few years. So I think that's also helped develop their kind of approach to managing and coaching and stuff as well. So yeah, just got to spread the love.
Well, I think anything that helps build up baseball in New Zealand is good, right?
Exactly, yeah.
There's no point having a situation where it's just one or two clubs playing each other.
No, exactly. It's not fun that way. So it's best to have everyone involved, and the more teams, the better.
And I think this is a unique situation for Auckland baseball of, are we at 7 Prems teams, all with reserves?
Yeah, I think so. It's the first time when every team has a reserve. So.
Which is going to lead to some good baseball.
Yeah, I think, some of the teams haven't liked reserves in the past just because, you get your Prems guys just in different positions essentially for 2 games. But I think, with like the younger game growing, it's just good for the younger guys to get opportunities. So, I think it's good. I think more baseball is needed. We don't play enough. So
more baseball is needed. That's been another theme of what people have talked about today. New Zealand tends to have almost a rugby mentality to baseball. Train Tuesday, Thursday, play Saturday.
Yeah. Especially for the young guys, it's essential to develop their game, but for geezers like me, the body pays the price.
Yeah, well, it's the geezers like you that provide the rubber arms that get us through all of these games, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Good start there from Yuto. A bit of pressure on him here.
First pitch strike.
Jack Rust at the plate.
Under it.
The centre fielder got a little bit caught there. And that's a disaster. Oh, not a good situation there. When that ball went up, you could tell that centre fielder, I think it's Dinesh out there playing centre field, he just didn't quite have a read on how far that was going, which led to him having to run in quite hard. Got there, but the ball dropped. So of course, that one run coming in closes the gap, 8-5 now. Central over North Shore. Wow, no play there. Alex bobbling that ball, hit straight to him at third.
Yeah, something about this infield is that it moves really fast. I think the fact that it's fresh and the surface below is pretty sandy, so it does move pretty fast.
Saw a little bit of that there with Alex Kovic over at third base. Ball just got on him quick. Coach Dan Tan making that walk out. It's a bit harsh here. I think Yuto's pitched very well. Last 2 batters, been a fly ball to centre field, ground ball straight to third. And he's sitting here with no outs. Thomas Penny now in the batter's box. Must say, those are some pretty nice cleats. Somebody doesn't quite realise.
Umpire's not looking, why not try?
Now, yep. Now the umpire said play, that runner could take off for second, but first and third situation here, runner on first and third. You normally see that guy steal from first. You're a favour of trying to get him stealing, Vinny?
Yeah, he can move, but I think it's more of just like a situational thing.
Do you give up the run?
What's the score again?
8-6, I believe.
I'll go for a little
strike out there for Yuto. Always a trick play with Vinny Fagan. He's never wanting to give up anything. He wants an out, but he doesn't want to give up a run.
Yeah. Especially when they're not as necessarily inherited runners, got on by errors.
So one out now with that strikeout of Thomas Penny. Brandon Wilmshurst there calling for Liam Hay to climb the fence and make a catch.
I think I'd throw over to first here.
Oh.
Looking a bit hungry for second.
Yuto really coming through here. Oh, I don't know about this pitcher shot. Possibly not the best view of. That's another strikeout. Wasn't really the best view of Matty Fagan over there. So he leans over. We see there Matty Fagan leaning over, getting into his work.
Brandon has a good arm behind the plate.
It's going to 3. That was interesting with 2 out. It looked like neither of the middle infielders wanted to get to the base.
Yeah, it happened on the last throw down as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good throw right over the plate. But...
Considering Yuto seems to be dealing at the moment, giving up that run could be expensive. Gap now just 8-7, 1-run game and a runner standing there on third base. Too much for him with that pitch. That's a walk. 1 out needed to get out of the innings. Chase up to bat. Strike 1. Best first pitch.
It's probably the one you want to hit as well.
Yeah. Just went straight back there. Do you get tricky here, or you just go straight back there again?
That's the best way. Maybe just throw it up again.
That's what I was sort of thinking. That's what you were talking about earlier. Read the batter's swing, eh?
Yep. You think that the catcher's the one looking, but sometimes It's a team effort. Nice play.
That's a great play there from Alex Kovac. And that'll get the third out of the innings, still with the lead. I hope our buddy standard camera angle got that. I wasn't on the right screen to be trying to switch between different camera angles. I was a little bit rushed setting them up. Like you try to get this one where you can actually see first and third base, so you can see most of the field. And then this one you prefer to be around a little bit so you can see plays at third base but also see the batter. Just doing my best, Vinny. Just doing my
I like
best.
the setup. It's pretty cool. Is it a GoPro or something?
It's called Mevo.
Okay.
So you get there's like a 3 camera pack that you can get. And then it's like, this is just the basic version of the software.
Yep.
Like it's way better if you run it from like a laptop or an iPad or something. But because we don't have Wi-Fi at our parks, so it all runs through your,
Right.
basically they set up a little network and then it just runs off your data. If we had Wi-Fi, I'd get one of the cameras that has like an optical zoom, put a pole at centre field and have the camera coming in over the pitcher's shoulder. It just sucks when someone like you comes on because you set it up for a right-handed pitcher because that's most of them. Then a lefty comes up and everything looks wrong. We're not quite ESPN with being able to have a camera for lefties and a camera for righties.
Is Wade too old to play in this team?
No, Wade's out injured. So that game that we played here,
Like the one against us? Or
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I think
Oh, he jammed his hand. in
when he
third
did
base.
that scorpion
Yeah, he like lit
scorpion slide where he finished early.
off- Yeah, he lit off like a double, went to third. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he did his wrist.
Not too serious though. Just wrist.
I think it's really just it's not quite coming right as quick as he thought. So I think it made a bit of progress in week 1, but now, like, he can catch fine with it, but I think it's the rotation. Ziggy there, be happy with himself again, making contact. I said earlier, only his second year playing baseball, first year playing 19s. Good effort just to be making contact, make the field do their work. Oh, just clips Tanesh on the elbow there. And we'll be back to the top of the lineup. I just look to my right and Danesh's parents right there, and I see no sympathy at all. Their son in the batter's box getting hit. I think what we're hearing is maybe now he'll start to actually realise that an elbow guard's not a bad idea. Knowing Danesh, he will probably tell his parents, no, it's fine. Didn't even feel it.
I feel like if I wear an elbow guard, I'm expected to hit the baseball.
Yeah, there was one pitcher in, he's now Div 1, but when it was just Divs, who hit me in the left elbow every single time. And that was when I learnt to get an elbow guard, because it does hurt.
It does.
Despite the fact that you can't show any pain, you can't rub it. And the big bruise the next day does confirm the fact that elbow guards are a good idea. We're just one down. Ziggy was lead off, wasn't he? Utah take a walk. Putting runners on first and second with Liam Hayes stepping up. If this was a slightly higher budget broadcast, we'd be cutting back right now to the replay of Liam's home run in the first innings, but
Did he hit one over the fence?
he sure did.
Oh boy, Jack. Oh,
Good luck, Jack.
nice play.
Yeah, so second batter of the game.
What
First.
deep? What part of the field?
Left field.
Okay, yeah.
Wind blowing out
Yeah,
today.
I've seen a few hit over there.
I think if it was,
The babe.
I think if it was one of those days when it's kind of blowing a gale in, it would have been just a nice fly ball to left. On a still day, it might have still had a chance, but with the wind behind it, see you later.
It was about 340 to left.
Is it?
Corner, yeah.
Jeez. We're going to be 325 at War Memorial when we can finally put the fences up. 390 to centre field.
Yeah, I think right centre, 425 something. Big league depth.
Yeah, but see, I look at it and go, the smallest centre field in big league is 390.
Yeah.
So we can go 390 to centre field and you're still big league dimensions.
Yeah.
And everybody
Big
like,
league dimensions are cooked sometimes.
yeah, they're all over the place.
Yeah. So we got triples alley and right centre.
Yeah. Yeah. William Hay asking the question of the umpire there. Wasn't particularly happy with that one. Thomas Penny out there in centre field, deep centre field. Takes the catch, that's the end of the innings. We're talking about the wind, and the wind died away just at the key moment there for North Shore.
Yeah. Can be cruel.
Well, it's definitely a cruel game. Looks like we got under 19s debutant Vic Lynn called up from the 16s and about to take the mound. You talked earlier about baseball rats. This kid is definitely a baseball rat.
Which one? On the mountain?
Vic, yeah.
I haven't seen him before.
He was playing 14s last year, so he's a first year 16s now.
Oh, he's up in 18s.
Yep. Yeah, he'll be a call up when needed sort of a kid, although now that he's played a game, I'm guessing he won't leave the squad. He's one of those guys that's happy to turn up even if he's not getting on. Just loves the game.
Fitting
Yeah.
baseball rat.
Yeah. And if it means he gets 2 extra trainings a week, happy boy.
Gotta love having those guys in your team.
Yeah. Here's Jacket.
I've seen it bounce off to the container for a second.
Yeah, you guys are lucky with your container. So youngster Vic Lynn taking the mound. In a 1-run game, I believe. Central City up 8-7. Corbin McKinley in the batter's box. Top of the lineup. Pressure spot for young Vic. And he starts off with a strike. Somebody throw that ball in. First pitch in 19s, first strike. Corbin out in front. Good pitch. Goes to his off speed. Corbin wasn't going to be fooled. One ball, two strikes. Full count now. Vic one pitch away, but Corbin hanging tough. It's down the line and that'll go foul. Should probably have been a little bit quicker on cutting the camera angle across on that. It's like Yuto Suzuki out there now in left field. See here, Brandon just doing up the shoelaces. Don't want any problems with that. Not at this critical stage in the game. And Vic just unfortunately loses him there, and Corbin will jog on down to first, takes a walk. Paulie Wong at the plate. Rips that and straight past Alex. That could have been a catch. Just not quite reacting on that liner down the third base line. Catch it. Real unlucky there, that bunt popped up. Vic almost got to it. Ended up everybody safe. Wow, what a play there. Jack Rust absolutely ripped one to opposite field. Ziggy out there makes a play, gets a ball in. Brandon there making the calls. Well, one out now. Corners in, they'll be looking to come home. Middle infield, however, will look to turn a double play, and if they can do that, they'll be out of this innings. If I'm going to make a guess, I'd say that Ziggy is going to be a happy man on the way home after making that catch. Great play there. Yuto Suzuki, cannon from the outfield, makes the play at home. 1 run in, but that could have been a lot worse. And we got a tie game. 8-8. Great start there from Vic. Looking good on the mound. Thomas Penny at the plate. Made a nice play in centre field earlier on. And he's ripped that one over the head of Dinesh. 1 run in, 2 runs in. Thomas Penny, the big hit with 2 out. So great hit there by Thomas, but really a bit unfortunate this innings for Vic. So close that play earlier on the bunt. Needs those little things to go your way and the outcome can be so different. He looked confident, he's throwing strikes. Two strikes here on Leo. Vic comes to the plate again. 2-2 count. Vic will need his best pitch here. Not a bad spot, but just down. We go full count. That one's ripped to right centre. Ziggy can't get there. Leo coming up clutch. Another run home and North Shore take the lead 11 runs to 8. That one's popped straight up. Surreal Wilson in, makes a catch out of the innings. Bit of bad luck there. Rusty, you got the innings count? top of 8. Oh yeah. There we go. Jack Rust, always head in the game. So we're going top of the 8th, but coming up on time limit. North Shore bringing Leo onto the mound. And looking at the time here, 4:42. Of course, no new innings after 2 hours 50. So Jack Rust, as usual, on the money. This will be the last innings of the game. So Central City needing to score at least 3 runs to keep this game alive. Done a little bit of a test really of the CCSN camera setup. Been a long game, but cameras have the battery to get us through an entire 3-hour game. That's happy days. Big ask here for the Central team. And then we scored 3 runs. And these batters will be well aware you can't hit a 3-run home run unless 2 runners are on. So job number 1, get runners on base. Brandon very patient at the plate here. Tough game for him. It's been almost 3 hours. Catcher trying to do some damage here. Taking all the way. A little bit there of what hitting coach Nick Conley was talking about earlier. Very situational. Oh, that pitch looked up. And as a catcher, Brandon knows what the umpire's been giving all day, so he was a little frustrated on that one. Brandon there, thrown out at first, ground ball to second, thrown out at first, and if we're going to be honest, I think Brandon should have been standing at first with a walk. Couple of pitches earlier. Alex Kovac, yeah, he would have seen what Leo's throwing. He'll understand that he's struggling a little bit with the zone. Alex just getting out of the way of that one. Another batter here, gets ahead of the count. Three balls. And Leo might be relying on being bailed out by the umpire again here. Oh my. That zone late in the day seem to be moving up a bit. Alex out over second. No. Corbin McKinley there once again. One pitch earlier it did appear as though Alex had taken a walk, but not to be. And now we're in a situation where Central City down to their last batter. Maximus Russell, a big rip at that one. Taking out a little bit of frustration on what's been going on with those last two batters. Once again, we have a 3-ball count on a batter. Leo just looking in, asked to get the call again. Big swing there, looked like a swing at ball 4, but I guess after what he's seen happen with the last couple of batters, Max will swing the bat. Now he takes a walk. And Central City are still alive. Vic Lynn here, first at bat, 19U baseball. Looking good in the box. Two out, of course. And 2 balls now on Vic. Vic taking that one. I think he feels alright about this situation. He's been watching the pitcher, Leo, struggling to find the zone. Makes contact there. That's back up the middle, and that's the out. And I believe that will be the score guts, the ball game. Indeed, there it is, umpire calling it. You see a North Shore team here just celebrating quietly. It's the first game of the season. So there you have it, folks. North Shore seesaw game, end up scoring some runs late, taking the lead, going on to win this game 11-8. But just game 1 of a long season, only 4 teams, of course, playing in this 19U competition. So in many respects, this is all just about these young players getting their repetitions in, getting to play some ball, and they'll be seeing plenty of each other before a final series that'll be hotly contested back end of the year. So that's us here from Caribbean Ballpark here in Unsworth. As we mentioned, lack of subscriber numbers did cause a little bit of a problem when going live for the game. So this will be posted up post game. If you've been lucky enough to track this game on My Ball Club, then you'll already know the result. As I said, North Shore getting their season off to a winning start. Central City will be happy with what they've done. We'll be back maybe tomorrow for a little bit of Prem's baseball, but definitely next week we might get the season debut of the Central City 16 and under team. CCSN signing out.